A bald eagle can kill a live seal pup, and it still does not take first place. The heaviest eagle in this ranking can approach 20 pounds, and has reportedly carried off young seals. It does not win either, because number 1 has been documented attacking prey weighing 40 to 50 kilograms, heavier than the other 3 benchmark animals combined. Before we begin, like the video and subscribe to WildWonders for more incredible animal rankings. Only 4 living eagle species have accepted records within United States territory: the bald eagle, golden eagle, white-tailed eagle, and Steller sea eagle. Because the last 2 are extremely rare visitors, we will rank each species using its best documented prey case from anywhere in its natural range. Only attacks on living prey count. Uncertain weights will be clearly labeled. And remember, killing prey is not the same as carrying it away. Eagles are predators, not helicopters. The middle of this ranking is debatable. The winner is not. Number 4, the white-tailed eagle. Its prey benchmark is a 2-day-old red deer calf weighing approximately 7.5 kilograms. The evidence rating is moderate. The white-tailed eagle looks less like a precision-built falcon and more like a flying barn door. It is broad-winged, heavy, opportunistic, and willing to eat almost anything it can overpower or find already dead. A 20-year study of breeding white-tailed eagles in Scotland identified more than 11,000 food items. About 2/3 were birds. Just over 1/4 were mammals. The remainder were mostly fish. That variety is impressive, but it creates a serious problem for rankings like this one. Finding a swan feather, a lamb bone, or a deer leg inside an eagle nest proves that the eagle ate the animal. It does not automatically prove that the eagle killed it. Sea eagles are effective hunters, but they are also enthusiastic scavengers. And scavenging can make an eagle's prey list look far more powerful than its actual hunting record. An eagle feeding on a dead adult deer has not taken down an adult deer. A bird standing beside a dying lamb may have arrived before the animal died or after. Without evidence from the attack itself, the difference can be impossible to prove. That is why we are not simply choosing the heaviest animal ever found in a white-tailed eagle's diet. Instead, our benchmark comes from the Isle of Rum in Scotland. In June of 1979, an immature white-tailed eagle was involved in an attack on a living red deer calf only 2 days old. The account is unusually specific and has often been treated as one of the rare verified attacks by this eagle on a living hoofed mammal. The calf itself was not placed on a scale, so we need a population benchmark. Long-term studies of red deer on the Isle of Rum place average birth mass at about 7.5 kilograms, with natural variation around that number. That gives us a defensible estimate of roughly 7.5 kilograms or 16.5 pounds. Could a white-tailed eagle kill something heavier? Very possibly. There are reports involving adult swans weighing at least 10 kilograms, and even a great bustard estimated at around 15 kilograms. But the available accounts do not give us the same clean chain of evidence from a living, individually described animal to a confidently attributed kill and a reliable body mass. So we are not calling those reports false. We are refusing to turn a possible record into a certain one. That distinction may sound overly cautious, until you realize how easily scavenging can inflate an eagle's supposed power. For the Isle of Rum calf, the live attack is the important part. The weight remains an estimate, and the case is historical rather than continuously documented, so the confidence rating is moderate. Now the numbers start climbing, but strangely, the evidence gets weaker before it gets stronger. Number 3, Steller sea eagle. Its prey benchmark is a young seal weighing at least 9.1 kilograms. The evidence rating is low and the position is provisional. If this ranking were based on appearance, Steller sea eagle would probably be number 1 before the introduction ended. Adults can weigh roughly 5 to 9 kilograms, making this species generally regarded as the heaviest living eagle. It has enormous wings, bright white shoulders, and a bill so massive that it looks borrowed from a much larger animal. But body mass is not the same as hunting record. Steller sea eagles eat fish, water birds, and mammals. They also feed readily on carrion, including the carcasses of large marine mammals. That habit makes stories about seal-eating eagles extremely easy to exaggerate. An eagle tearing meat from a seal carcass is not evidence that it killed the seal. The record we can actually trace is more specific, but also frustratingly uncertain. Historical eagle literature describes young seals reportedly carried away by Steller sea eagles, and estimated to weigh at least 20 pounds, or approximately 9.1 kilograms. If completely accurate, that would not merely be a large kill, it would be an extraordinary carrying performance for any flying bird. But the seals were not weighed. We do not have a modern field paper documenting the age of each seal, placing it on a scale, and following the complete attack from beginning to end. We have a historical estimate that became widely repeated. That is why the Steller's entry comes with the most important warning in the middle of this video. 9.1 kilograms is provisional. It is not a verified maximum. It is not an adult seal, and it should not be presented as something Steller sea eagles routinely do. So why place it above the white-tailed eagle at all? Because the claim describes young seals being actively carried rather than merely scavenged, and because its minimum estimate is larger than our deer calf benchmark. But the difference is small enough that better documentation could reverse these two positions. This is the moment when the heaviest eagle in the world almost loses to paperwork, and it is about to be overtaken by a smaller relative. Not because the smaller bird looks more intimidating, but because someone actually watched what happened. Number 2, the bald eagle. Its prey benchmark is a harbor seal pup with a typical birth mass of approximately 10.9 kilograms. The evidence rating is high for the kill, but moderate for the exact weight. The bald eagle is famous enough to suffer from two opposite myths. One myth turns it into a flawless aerial super predator. The other dismisses it as a glorified scavenger that only steals fish. The real bird is much more interesting. Bald eagles scavenge when scavenging is efficient, steal when stealing works, catch fish when fish are available, and sometimes attack prey that sounds far beyond their normal menu. On August 12, 1998, at Protection Island in Washington State, researcher James Hayward watched an adult bald eagle near a harbor seal pup on the beach. The pup appeared ill and weak. The eagle had already been standing within a few meters of it for at least an hour. Then, over a period of approximately 30 minutes, the eagle repeatedly placed a talon on the pup's head, moved onto its back and head, and struck with its bill. The pup continued responding for a time, but its movements gradually weakened and eventually stopped. This was not an eagle arriving at an old carcass. It was a witnessed successful attack on a living harbor seal pup. But now comes the part that viral retellings usually erase. The pup was never weighed. A typical harbor seal pup weighs about 24 pounds or 10.9 kilograms at birth. We can use that as a standardized benchmark, but we cannot claim that this particular pup weighed exactly 10.9 kilograms. It might have weighed less. It might have been older and heavier. And because it appeared to be in poor condition, illness could also have reduced its mass. So the event is strongly documented. The number is an estimate. And two other encounters from the same research show why prey condition can matter as much as prey size. In July of the year 2000, a juvenile bald eagle followed an apparently healthy seal pup toward the water. The pup turned and lunged whenever the eagle got too close. The eagle made contact once near the pup's hindquarters, but the seal kept moving, entered the water, and escaped. Then, in June of 2001, an adult bald eagle attacked a newborn pup whose umbilical cord was still partly attached. The eagle struck, covered the pup's head with a talon, and squeezed. As the pup moved toward the sea, the eagle repeatedly landed on its back. It held on even after the seal became partly submerged, releasing only when the eagle's own legs were almost in the water. The pup escaped into deeper water. 3 attacks, 1 successful kill, 2 escapes. The largest prey an eagle can kill is not determined by a single magical strength statistic. A seal pup is not a weight in a gym. It can turn, lunge, reach water, receive help from its mother, or simply be too weak to resist. Terrain and timing can matter more than a few additional kilograms. There is another crucial distinction. The bald eagle did not need to fly away with the seal. The successful eagle killed and fed at the location, and that is completely valid for this ranking because taking down prey and lifting prey are two very different physical problems. This case puts the bald eagle at a benchmark of approximately 10.9 kilograms or 24 pounds, with high confidence that the kill occurred and only moderate confidence in the numerical mass. That is already larger than many people would expect from a bird that frequently targets fish and scavenges whenever the opportunity is good. But number 1 is not 12 kilograms. It is not 15. The prey in the final case was estimated at 40 to 50 kilograms. And unlike the Steller seal story, researchers found the body and the tracks. Number 1, the golden eagle. Its prey benchmark is a 6 to 7 month old Sika deer weighing 40 to 50 kilograms. The evidence rating is high. The golden eagle is not the heaviest eagle in this ranking. A large female can reach approximately 14 pounds, or roughly 6.3 kilograms. That is substantial, but still well below the largest Steller sea eagles. And most golden eagle hunts are not battles with deer. Their preferred prey is generally small to medium-sized: rabbits, hares, ground squirrels, prairie dogs, and similar animals. That is exactly what makes the final record so extreme. On December 1st, 2011, a remote camera in the Russian Far East captured an adult golden eagle attacking a young Sika deer. The deer was 6 to 7 months old and was estimated to weigh 40 to 50 kilograms, or between 88 and 110 pounds. The camera produced 3 images spanning 2 seconds. That does not mean the eagle killed the deer in 2 seconds. It means the camera documented a tiny slice of the attack over that interval. The actual struggle was not continuously filmed. 2 weeks later, researchers located the partially consumed deer carcass, only about 7 meters from the camera. There had been no snowfall since the photographed attack, and tracks at the site indicated that the deer died where it fell. That combination is what makes this case so valuable. We have images of the attack, we have an age and mass estimate for the prey, we have the carcass close to the camera, and we have track evidence connecting the scene. The eagle did not carry a 100-pound deer through the sky. It did not need to. It brought the animal down and fed on it at the site. At the low estimate of 40 kilograms, the deer was more than 6 times the mass of a very large female golden eagle. At 50 kilograms, it was close to 8 times the eagle's mass. Even more absurdly, the low estimate for this one deer, 40 kilograms, is greater than the 3 lower headline benchmarks added together. Approximately 7.5, 9.1, and 10.9 kilograms. That comparison is not perfectly apples to apples. The lower numbers are estimates, and the Steller sea eagle record is provisional, but it shows the size of the gap. The golden eagle does not win by a feather. It wins by an entire seal pup, a deer calf, and a second young seal, with weight still left over. Could the real golden eagle maximum be even higher? There are reports involving domestic calves. One well-known investigation in New Mexico documented calves killed and injured by golden eagles, while the animals involved across the entire case ranged from approximately 41 to 114 kilograms. But the available summary does not establish that the 114 kilogram animal was one of the confirmed fatalities, mixing the weight range for killed and injured calves, and then announcing a 114 kilogram kill would be misleading, so we are not doing that. The 40 to 50 kilogram Sika deer remains the cleaner record. A photographed attack, a nearby carcass, and physical evidence at the scene. It is also important not to turn an exceptional case into the species' normal breakfast. Golden eagles usually hunt much smaller prey because smaller prey is safer, more abundant, and more energetically sensible. A record tells us what happened under one unusual set of conditions. It does not tell us what happens every day. So why can the smaller golden eagle outperform a heavier sea eagle? Not because it has a secret internet-approved talon pressure number. Golden eagles are aerial hunters of terrestrial prey. They patrol open country, use height and speed, and make sharp dives when an opportunity appears. Sea eagles are formidable, but much of their anatomy and behavior is adapted around fish, water birds, shorelines, and scavenging. Size creates potential. Hunting style decides how that potential is used. And in the best documented heavyweight case among the eagles recorded in the United States, the golden eagle is in a different category. So here is the final ranking. At number 4, the white-tailed eagle, with a 2-day-old red deer calf, estimated at around 7.5 kilograms. At number 3, Steller sea eagle, with a historical and unverified young seal estimate of at least 9.1 kilograms. At number 2, the bald eagle, with a directly observed harbor seal pup kill and a typical birth mass benchmark of approximately 10.9 kilograms. And at number 1, the golden eagle, with a documented 40 to 50 kilogram Sika deer. The largest looking eagle did not win. America's national symbol did not win. The eagle with the clearest record against large terrestrial prey did. And that may be the most important lesson in the entire ranking. An animal's reputation, its body weight, and its biggest credible hunting achievement are 3 completely different things. Which ranking should come next? Every owl in the United States ranked by its biggest documented prey? Or every North American hawk? For now, remember this, real eagle records are already astonishing. They do not need mythology.